Hello everyone, Lola here, and today I'd like to look at Raudha Athif, also labeled as the girl with the blue eyes. And if you're not familiar with who she is, she or was, should I say, she was a model and also a medical student who passed away in 2017. Well, actually, passed away now. She was found dead in her dorm in 2017, and authorities said her death was a suicide, while a lot of things point to foreplay. Many things, I mean, there have been documentaries about the whole situation, and many things don't add up, and things do indeed look like she was murdered, even though officially she is said to have committed suicide. So I want to take a look at that, a quick look, actually, not diving too much into it. And I'm doing this out of curiosity, of course. So I want to see what the cards say about the death of Raudha Athif. So let's dive in. Okay, looking at these cards, guys, this is really sad. This is sad because it does point out to foul play, and that's also what these cards seem to show. Here with the Ace of Pentacle, it seems like, I mean, the way things actually went down are or seem to be represented like in these cards here, because this is of coins. Do you see we have someone sleeping, a kid, a child sleeping here, and another child getting this money? And I said this mother, she was found dead in her dorm room, and she had a roommate. This is Rhoda, and this is the roommate. It does feel like, according to these cards, and especially this one, the roommate was paid to do something to her, because this is the tower card. This is the tower, and notice in here we have, some might say this is death or a representation of death, but look at all the floods coming in, people drowning, terror, chaos, death in this card, and both are knighting each other. This is a connection to both of them. And being next to the word, finishing the job that she was paid for, in promise of prosperity. The Ten of Coins, this is the inheritance card. This is a promise of prosperity, promise of wealth. The deal is done here. Here is the first part. I'm offering you this money so that you know that I'm serious. This is what you get before you complete the job and eliminate her. And once she's gone, I give you the rest of the money. And you will have nothing to ever worry about, because financially you'll be covered for the rest of your life. The Page of Wands. This is an explorer and someone innovative. This was what who Rhoda was. She had her life ahead of her, but it was taken short. It was interrupted because of jealousy of others, including her roommate, but also the people in power had a say in this matter too. They took matter in their hands and used the roommate to do their dirty work and eliminate Rhoda. Why, you would ask me? Well, she was in a very Muslim country where norms are different from where she was from. And even though she abided by is it abided or abid? But even though she tried her best to follow the rules in that country and wear the same attires as women in that country, yes, in Bangladesh, because it all happened in Bangladesh, and she was from the Maldives island. She was Maldivian. Even though she respected the rules with the dress attires, the fact that she was a model was already a problem, because being a model, she had already revealed part of herself, part of her body. And also, there was jealousy from the roommate. And so, the roommate, guys, this is for entertainment purpose only. And I'm interpreting the card as they are, what they say, how they feel. My interpretation is not fact, so take it as it is for entertainment purposes only. But yes, she was very successful, beautiful, innovative, kind, compassionate. She was full of brand new ideas. And like I said, had her life in front of her. But her past as a model did not stand well with the wealthy in Bangladesh, and the people very strict with the rules of the country, and there was jealousy from the roommate as well. So all that the roommate felt toward Rhoda made her malleable, easy to convince, paid off to exterminate Rhoda. So according to this card, guys, she was murdered. So looking at the Lenormand, these two cards, the mountain and the house, this is literally an enemy in the house. And the house here is the dorms, school board with the child, and the house here. So, like I said there were she was found in her dorm room. So the enemy here was the roommate, as I said here, the roommate being the enemy. And both of them also had some type of difficulties together, some type of problems with each other, which could have contributed to the roommate having an easier time making this deal to get rid of her, Rhoda, because the lily is knighting to the child. This is the innocent girl, the innocent model, Rhoda. She was innocent in this dorm, in this room. She was, yes, she was pure. This is the pureness of her hurt, her innocence, and in the whole situation, also innocent because what did she do to the people involved? And I did say in the tarot that the roommate was promised permanent protection, which we also see here with the lilies and the anchor. And guys, look how interesting it is for those two cards to fall on the same card that say the same thing in tarot. I said promise of permanent protection here with these two cards, and also here we have that confirmed with Lenormand. And with the anchor knighting to the ways, the crossroads, what the roommate did, this was a difficult choice with permanent consequence, long-term consequences. And the roommate didn't like the fact that also Rhoda, the model, was the center of kind of the center of the attention in school. But also here you see the anchor and the child. This is being the center of attention, the popularity of Rhoda. It didn't stand well with the roommate. So, already having a difficult relationship with the roommate in the anchor and the mountain here, the roommate has to go ahead and betray Rhoda with the lilies and the waves. So there you have it, guys. The Lenormand is saying pretty much the same thing as the tarot said. And I'm going to be honest with you. I started this reading very uplifted, but it's actually very sad and very heavy. But yeah, Rhoda did not commit suicide. She was betrayed, and by someone she was living with, someone who turned out to be an enemy to her and caused the end of the world for her. Oh, and these two are also major arcanas, major events here. So before I even continue, guys, the first row in Keeper, a meeting, two people coming together for something. They're coming together, and what did I say here? Two people coming together against one for a deed. The deed here is to eliminate one person, and a promise of protection in Lenormand, promise of protection during this meeting. And the meeting was about eliminating someone, enemies getting together, working together to bring an end, completion to something. A powerful man was involved in this meeting and in the promise of long-term protection. A rich man, he was responsible for offering this, the money, for this to happen. It was a choice that they made with the crossroad, and this person was in control of the whole thing with the strength card. Change, occupation, expectation. The change here was the promise of long term protection, financial security. This was the change to occur after this deed was performed. And the expectation here, this change was expected because it was promised in this meeting. And it was coming after eliminating a girl. So it was to be expected. And so the enemy brought end to the girl. And here, occupation here with these were the qualities that Rhoda had. And because it's below the house, this was the dorm, this was the school. Occupation here, these are the people in the school who cover the whole thing up. And funny enough is this card is on top of the other two, literally covering the other two, including Rhoda. So the school is guilty here too. The school knows what happened, and the they're shielding the roommate as well, because them two, they're close to the mating card. They knew it was to happen. They knew, and they kept their mouths shut. Or should I say, this rich man kept their mouth shut with money. Yep. Rhoda's fate was sealed from the moment she entered that school, and there is nothing that she could have done but get out in a box. Thanks for tuning in, and see you soon.